Yes guys, how you doing? My name is Max Kelly and welcome aboard the Hoka Hackney Half Marathon, and oh boy are we in for a special one. A chaotic start nonetheless, but today's goal is very simple: to hit a shiny new PB, and that PB sits at 109.31. Over 24,000 runners here today. This is a massive event and there was some chaos at the start. Yes, that is Ben is running on the left hand side doing his best parkour attempt to get back on track. Now let me tell you about the half marathon here in Hackney today. Well, conditions are near perfect. I've raced this one once before and it was a scorching day today. Not quite the same. It might look sunny, but it was around 11 degrees, which for half marathon racing is optimal. The course is quite twisty, turny, as you can see here. This is Ben is running in front of me. I follow him for most of this half marathon today. You'll have to stay tuned to see how the whole thing plays out. But Ben is running, he told me before, he's setting off at 3:18 per kilometre. A mere marathon effort for Ben is running. For me, a half marathon full send.
That was a bumpy start. Jeez.
Yeah, wasn't it? That was quick.
As always guys, I am hydrated today by Invigorate and I will share more on that later in this video.
That's great.
Now this one today was a Runfluencer's dream, a number of superstars taking to the course. You'll see Ben plenty of times throughout this video, but just up the road a little bit ahead of us is one of my favourite Runfluencers of all time, Nick Bester. Great to see Nick out there on the course and plenty of other runners too. I want to say a massive thank you to the race organiser and of course to everybody out there cheering. The support was incredible. I also want to say a massive thank you to Helen and Debbie, my family, for putting me and Vic up this weekend, and of course thank you to Vic as well. Your support always means the world to me. Helen and Debbie, they live in Hackney, so for me it was a perfect race opportunity this weekend. You'll see them shortly on the right hand side. Alright, now we've gone through the first mile there and we must have arrived in Boom Shakalaka town, as you can see ahead, and we've just jumped ahead once more. That is Nick Bester, the great man himself, doing a bit of filming there for the millions of fans that he has. He's in the orange hat there. Now at this point during the race, we were lucky enough to be in a big pack, and my word, does this make some difference. The second kilometre, by the way, was a 3:15, so we've just bridged the gap nicely from that slower first K, which was good for me. Normally it's faster. We're now in a big group. There's around 15 of us and I'm just tucking in at this stage. Most valuable in a half marathon to tuck in early on. We jump ahead now to the third kilometre, and the third kilometre was a 3:18, so nothing silly at this point. Okay, you're about to witness my pathetic attempt at saying hello to the great man himself, Nick Bester, here on the right-hand side.
Hi, brother. How are you, man?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Now, in order to hit my PB goal today, that 109.31, I need to make sure that I run no slower than 3:18 per kilometre. That's 5:19 per mile for any of you runners older than 50. To help me do that today, I've actually used the pace strategy feature on my Coros watch for the very first time. Honestly, this is huge. So before the race, inside the Coros app, I built a pace strategy for the half marathon and set my target time. You can customize it to however you want, even pace negative splits or manually editing splits themselves. Then once it syncs to the watch, all you've got to do is go into run mode, select pace strategy and start the activity. So during the race, the watch shows your target pace, the estimated finish time, and whether you're ahead or behind your overall goal in real time. And that ahead or behind part today was massive for me, because the first few kilometers always, and I don't know if you can relate to this yourself, always feel so easy. Everyone flies off the line, the adrenaline is pumping, and it's really easy to completely overcook the race early. As you can probably tell right now, I'm actually doing things pretty balanced and controlled, and that is because of the pace strategy. But every time I check my watch, it basically reminded me, relax, stay around 3:18, don't be a div. Then later in the race, once things started hurting, and oh boy, they start to hurt, I could stop trying to calculate the splits in my head. The watch does everything for you, and I could just focus on racing while the watch handled the pacing side. Honestly, it just made the whole race feel way more controlled from start to finish, and I'll be using the pacing strategy definitely in my next half marathon, which is the Swansea Half Marathon in 3 weeks' time. Let's go. Okay, we've got some kilometre splits to catch up on, and I can confirm that we went through the first 5 kilometres of this race in 16:31, and guess what? That is an average pace of 3:18, thanks to that wonderful watch of mine. We also went through the 6th and 7th kilometre too, the 6th kilometre being a 3:17, the 7th being a 3:19, balance it out to a 3:18. Great work again, Max, and as you can see, that pacemaker of mine, Ben, is running. Ben Felton doing a wonderful job once again. He paced me a couple of months ago in London to that sub-15 first attempt. We failed, unfortunately, but Ben, he was there on hand today to ensure that we have a stellar performance. Well, I can't lie to you today, guys. The preparation for this one has been far from ideal. I didn't know exactly how I was going to run today. So far, things have gone quite well, but we've got a long way to go. Now, the reason why I say that is because we have been on holiday this week to Marbella. Me and a couple of mates have been playing golf all week. We enjoyed, let's say, a few beers. We'll leave it at that. We also ate out twice a day, and we just had a quality time. I didn't do barely any running either. So, to be honest with you, I turned up to the start line of this one today having no idea how this was going to go. Now, on the flip side of that, we have just run our fastest ever 5k time in 14:55. So there is that. And we're also running some good mileage. We're averaging 125 kilometers of running each and every week. So that alone should put me in good stead. Now, what I would say is this Friday coming, Friday the 22nd of May, we will be returning once again to the capital city of London because we're doing the comeback 5,000 metre in Battersea Park on the track, where I'm going to go all out for yet another PB. Max, stop going after these PB, just have a day off. We're going after that 5k PB on the track. I did it last year, 15:00 point something, broke my heart, but we're going to come back this year and get revenge again, like we're going to get revenge on this one today.
13. Yeah.
Alright, we've just jumped ahead and we've gone past the 10-kilometre mark. The second 5k split, look at that again, 16:31. You are good at this, Max. 3:18 average that one was. No thanks again to that wonderful watch of yours. 3:18 average, so we've gone the first 5k in 16:31, the second 5k in 16:31. We're holding things tightly now at the moment, and it's just me and Ben. Just Ben and I in this pack. I think we're sat in about 10th position, 10th out of 24,000.
Yeah, well done, mate.
This is an absolute vibe out here. I tell you what wasn't a vibe though was the gel I've just swallowed at 14 kilometers. I cannot get used to taking gels. I tell you what is a vibe though, and that is my hydration. And whilst during the race I took a small sip out of a cup, I didn't need it because I was full with Invigorate electrolytes. Invigorate, if you don't know, is a company that sells the cleanest, healthiest, best electrolytes in the running game. I've been using these guys for months and months now, and I always promote them on my channel. Joe, who owns the electrolyte company Invigorate with his cousin, they are a small family run business in Devon, and I'm doing my best to support and promote Invigorate. Joe and I spoke on the phone for around an hour on Friday, and he shared with me some amazingly exciting things that are coming from Invigorate, hopefully in the near future. I cannot wait for that. They also have a 25% discount code, which I will leave on screen now, and their bundle deal, which I've just picked up this week. You get 2 pouches of their clean electrolyte mix, and you get a completely free water bottle. And you can still use the 25% discount code on top of that. I'll leave the link in the description down below. Go check out Invigorate, guys. Okay, 4 kilometers to go, and I can confirm the third 5-kilometer block. That was a 16:27. We've picked the pace up ever so slightly, a 3:17. But my word, right-hand side of the screen, that heart rate is starting to spike. Now, Ben did give me a little pat and said he's going to push the pace on to 3:10. My game was to stay here and focus on my race. Ben is up the road now, and the focus now is on keeping this shape for a PB. Alright guys, I'm going to be quiet. Check out the vibes in this tunnel here. Oh, I can confirm we have picked the pace up. Let me read to you these last few kilometre splits. So the 18th kilometre, that was a 3:08. The 19th kilometre was a 3:14. And that 20th kilometre that we've just gone through, that was a 3:12. We're moving, we're grooving. We want that sub 109.31. That's the goal. The legs really are starting to feel quite heavy now. Only 1 kilometre to go. We know we've got a long straight coming up, and then it is the turn for home where we can finally rest and relax. Alright guys, the music is slowly starting to build. That must mean one thing: it is coming to the end of this one. Less than 500 meters to go. As always at this time of the video, guys, I want to say a massive thank you to each and every single one of you that has been watching the channel. If you could hit that subscribe button, you'd do me a massive favor. And for today, guys, that is all from me. Remember that time that we've got to beat 109.31. Will it go down? As always, guys, I want to say a big thank you to you, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
my PB 109.31. Okay. I reckon I stopped it 2 seconds after. Nice. So I reckon 2 second PB. Fantastic, mate. Hopefully I can do it again. Well done. Well, you got it right? Yeah, good. You were chatting half away. Yeah.
Come on, brother, well run. Well done, mate.